maybe you guys know the answer to this. Every time that Jackie and I travel, it comes up. So if anybody who works for an airline or is a pilot listening right now, I'd love for you to call in and answer this question. Why, for the love of all that is good, right, and holy, don't airlines load planes from the back to the front? Why is it from the front to the back? So you're stumbling over people all the time who are in your way. Whereas if you started in the back and worked your way up, it would be so much smoother a process.
I read a big story about this on how on their study for that. And there's different studies that they did. Obviously, they've blown millions of dollars in all these studies. But they focus on, and I won't get it right, but they focus on it's faster doing it the way that they do it.
No, it's not.
No, I think it's
not. That's impossible.
I think it's because they're prioritizing the first.
I think so too.
Well, yes, you get absolutely.
You don't have to sit in the terminal for extra half hour.
Is it better to sit cramped on the plane for half an hour? I don't know. If it's first class, I understand that. Let the first class passengers on or whatever, but then go back to front. Why wouldn't you do that?
Are you ready? I got the answer.
Okay, what's the answer?
Okay, here we go. The answer is the boarding from front to back will maintain balance, weight distribution, and prioritize first-class passenger.
There you go.
This
You can
method
still
helps
prioritize
avoid
first class.
congestion and ensures a smoother boarding process.
That is bull crap. That is baloney. It's not smoother, it's not faster, and it's not more efficient. The only thing is the class warfare situation. Well, the first class got to be on first. Oh, okay. Let them on, and then start boarding back to front. I don't get it. I don't believe them. I don't believe them that it's faster.
They say that the boarding process is not to taste your patience. Okay, it's not.
It's not.
It's just to efficiently and balance out the plane.
That's garbage. That's just
don't
BS.
Taste patience either. Don't do that. I don't like how patience.
You don't like
tastes.
it when you taste
no,
patience?
it's worse than onions and mustard.
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah, and you can sue for $500,000 if they put onions on.
As the engine sits at the back of the airplane, it's important that the front is evened out with weight.
Yeah.
So that's why passengers...
I mean, it would be the same because the same things are going on the plane. Wouldn't it? Right. I mean, it seems like all the things are going to be on it.
At the time that you're boarding, then they're also putting luggage on underneath.
Right. And that's just going to throw off the plane. It's going to crash if they go back to front.
Next thing, boom.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
And according to the studies that Fisher was talking about, the boarding from back to front was found to be inefficient and time-consuming.
There you go.
They tested it.
That doesn't even make sense.
When they did it that way, it took 24 minutes and 29 seconds for the last person to be seated.
Okay.
When they did it the way that you don't like, it takes approximately 15 minutes.
There you go.
I don't believe
10
that.
minutes. That's almost 10 minutes.
Believe it. I don't believe it. That's a lie. It's a stinking lie.
Wow.
That is just a stinking communist lie. That's all that is.
Is it big plane? Is that what you're saying?
That's what it is. Big plane taking
it's
over.
Big plane. Yeah. Yep. They're just trying to keep the little guy down.
You and Jackie. Yes.
Here's the thing. You're flying coach?
Well,
I mean,
my wife is involved? Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes.
What are we
the
even doing?
cheapest person on planet Earth? Yes, we're flying coach. Yes.
No.
I'm lucky if I can get her to agree to the exit row. Which is an extra, $40 or something?
Yeah. And you get extra leg room.
Yeah, you get more extra space.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, it's almost like first class, except you don't get the meal.
Well, the seats are a little bit better.
And yes, the seats are a little bit better.
It's first class of coach.
In fact, it's probably more leg room than first class.
It is more legroom, yes.
Yeah, but
you struggle with the seat.
Yeah.
But then you're in charge if the plane goes down to get all the people off the plane.
Yeah, you help out, right?
And I've accepted that responsibility.
Thank you. Because if the ship goes down and I go off, what's going to happen?
It's going to happen. Man, Can you open that door? Are you willing to open that door?
I am.
Yes.
I
I am.
hate that you have to give him a verbal yes.
You
can't
do.
just
I
nod
know.
your
You
head.
can't
I know.
nod your head.
You
No,
can't
You can't grunt.
I need to hear you say it. Shut up. I
So
need to hear you say it.
stupid.
Shut up. I'll text you my answer, okay?
Wait, that means you turned your phone on
That's
before
right.
you're
That's
allowed
exactly right.
All right, let's go to Tim in Pennsylvania, who's going to explain all this to us. Hey, Tim, welcome.
Hey, Pat, how's it going?
Good. Except I don't like
Hey,
planes loading front to back, but other than that, it's going okay.
Hey, no, I was, I was just getting ready to order some Kexi cookies here as I was listening to your show.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And,
You're doing
yeah.
the right thing there.
Hey, Pat. So yeah, I'm a airline pilot, and it's so I fly like 737s. Not all airplanes are like this, but if you look at a lot of planes when they're being loaded in the boarding process, they have a tail stand in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you loaded an airplane from the rear to the front, there would be too much weight in the back. So Chris is correct. It's a weight and balance thing. And if you loaded from the rear end of the airplane, the nose would come up, and the thing would basically be it would be sitting on its tail. So they have to load it from the
So
Yeah,
it would
so
tip
next time
the
you're
plane over, or at least back. It would tip it back if
Yes.
they did it that
Yeah.
way.
That's exactly
There's that
right. Yeah,
much
you'd have-
weight
you'd have-
in the back.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
All
That's
right.
Why
that's
are you
when they
fat
load-
shaming people?
Yeah. What if you just load Jeffy first, put him in the front, and then he'd even it all out? So it is a weight distribution problem.
It is a weight problem. Yeah. Next time you're at the gate, I don't know what airline you fly, but next time you're at the gate, especially with 737s, take a look at the back of the airplane. A lot of times there'll be a tail stand back there. And that's because, like, when they're loading the cargo, see, the cargo comes on before the passengers get on, right? And they have to load that forward first, because if you load everything on the back, you'll see it. If you Google
Yeah, you can
pictures
see
online,
that there's images of planes that have done that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So anyway,
Okay.
I just want to let you know that, man. I've never called your show, but it's great to talk to you.
Well,
guys.
good to talk to you, and thanks for calling us this time.
Yeah,
'cause
appreciate it.
That helps. Appreciate it. Thanks, Tim. Interesting. So I guess it's that kind of weight problem. It's hard to believe that there'd be that much weight that
I
it
know.
would tip it back.
I know.
Because
Makes
it's going to
sense if the
even out
engine is in the
eventually,
back.
right? Eventually, there's going to be stuff in the front, and you're going to have the distribution. But
And they've got the stands, like
Too
you
late
said.
by
They've
then?
got the kickstand in the back, just to holding it up. I mean, it'll be fine.
they do have the kickstand?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
he's saying.
Oh, yeah.
The
All
end
right.
of the tail.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
Did you get your answer, Pat?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
got
feel
my answer.
satisfied?
Weight distribution. Okay.
Plus, it's faster.
It is
10 minutes
That's
faster.
what they
It is
said.
not
10 minutes
faster.
You should have asked him that.
There is no
You should ask
way
him that it is.
it's faster.